Devin Haney haters, I have one question for you, just one, and I would love the answer. Let's talk.
Straighter, not roundhouse right hand. And that's what we've been talking about, the straight shot, the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill
Pull
somebody
back
for
a little bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right? I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the great, the best competition.
Okay, y'all. Just have one question. And this is extremely important because it's going to clear up a lot of things. When did you start hating Devin? Now, you guys got to be honest with yourself. You've got to be honest. All right, you can't come in here and sugarcoat and fluff and act like, oh, I don't hate Devin. I've never. Clutching your pearls and shit. Well, I've never. Holding your purse all tight. Listen, dude, you hate the man. You do. You hate the man. So I'm going to break down a few things because I just want to know when. When did it start? Because this stuff is an issue. You guys can't get nowhere in the sport of boxing because all you want to do is hate on the man, and you hate religiously. So my question is, when did you start hating Devin? When? Because in 2019, when Devin was rising through the ranks, 2018, 2017, 2018, 2019, when he was rising through the ranks, 2019 when he became the champion, when he was not so much 2019, but definitely 2017, 2018, big 2018, he was rising through the ranks, right? I noticed the glimmer of hate when Devin was calling to fight Vasyl Lomachenko. Because he was the first one. He was the first one. Nobody was trying to fight Lomachenko in 2017, 2018. Nobody. Yeah, you see, Devin started out saying, in 2017, that Lomachenko was the man. That's a fight that he would love. You know, he might not be ready for him yet. Yeah, Devin said this. Might not be ready for him yet, but I'm going to be. Might not be ready yet. I might not be ready for Lomachenko yet, but I'm going to be. Gave him all kind of respect in 2017. Wasn't nobody hating. Y'all was like, yeah, that boy knows his place. That boy knows his place. Yeah, giving Lomachenko all the respect in the world. Of course, nobody remembers this, but I do. I remember when they asked Devin about fighting Lomachenko in 2017, and the man said, I don't know if I'm ready for him yet, but I will be. Gave him all the respect, all the credit in the world. Didn't down him, didn't degrade him or nothing. Y'all were running around here like, yeah, that's a class act right there. Devin's a class act. What a classy young man. He's class, all class, because he's letting the world know that he's not ready for this white man. All class. Just straight class here. What a class act. And then the following year, where he believed he was ready in 2018. And then he was like, let's fight. I'm ready. Let's get it popping now. I'm ready. I know I'm ready. I don't believe it no more. I know I'm ready. Everybody was like, well, it's kind of classy. Yeah, they didn't know how to act then because they had already gave him respect. Said he was classy for saying that he's not ready for Lomachenko yet, but he will be. Yeah. So then 2018, and he's like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm confident. I'm ready. I can beat him. I'm ready. Yeah. Then he was like, yeah, I want to fight Lomachenko. Then he's DMing Lomachenko, fight me. People was like, not my Loma. Not my Loma, but you know, he's an eager young lad. I guess he can call him out. It is boxing. I guess he can call out the guy that we think is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter over Andre Ward. I guess he can call him out. I guess. It is boxing, I mean. So I guess I don't have a problem with it, but Settle down, Devin. Settle down. You're calling out Loma now. It's not like you're calling out Adrian Broner, Robert Easter, or Mikey Garcia, you know, Ryan Garcia or Tevin Farmer or any of these. You're not. This is somebody different now. This is my Lomachenko. You can mention his name now, but just, be easy on mentioning his name. And then when 2019 came around and that man ducked him, Lomachenko ducked him, got the damn WBC title, and then had a mandatory, had no problem fighting his other guy, had no problem fighting what's the name? Not Corrales, but the dude that Linares fought for the WBA title in the first place. Had no problem fighting him. He didn't have a belt. You beat Linares. And then after you beat Linares, you then fought that guy that Linares beat. You didn't have no problem fighting that guy, Corolla, Toyota Corolla. You had no problem fighting Corolla. No problem. Linares beat Corolla for the WBA title. You beat Linares. So why are you fighting Corolla? You won undisputed at 135. What belt did Corolla have? He didn't have any. He didn't have no belt, but you had no problem fighting him at all. Why? Could it happen to be that he was highly ranked or your Mando? One of the two. And you had no problem. You had no problem at all fighting that man. No problem. Toyota Corolla, you fought that man, no problem. But when it came to fighting Devin, now all of a sudden you got the franchise title. Now you can't fight Devin no more because you want undisputed. So, you can't fight none of these guys. You only want to fight champions. But Toyota Corolla didn't have a belt. So you vacated your belt, signed for a franchise title, knowing what the fucking rules was and the status that says once you vacate this, you're not the champion at all. And then you admitted that Devin has the belt that you vacated. You admitted it. And then when Devin said, no white boy's going to beat me, I'm not going to let no white boy beat me. That is what y'all needed to bash him. The reality is that you hated the man because he called out Lomachenko. That was the start. No, it was only Lomachenko that was supposed to be able to call out people. Only Loma. Yeah, Loma can call out people. Loma can say these guys is ducking me. Loma can call out all these black guys, can call out Tank Davis and everybody else. Call out everybody. Loma can do that. But how dare somebody call out Loma? That was the start of y'all hate for Devin. That was the start. You just didn't know how to express it because he was calling for a fight. So you didn't know how to express it. So you needed something else. So when he said, no white boy's going to beat me, oh, man. Oh, he's racist. I can't believe he's a racist. This is crazy. This racist. He's a racist guy. So racist. So racist. See, that's the reason why I never liked him. This is the reason why I can't stand him. He's racist. Because he said, no white boy's going to beat me. Well, what if he said, no Mexican's going to beat me? What if he said, no black guy's going to beat me? What if he said, no Asian's going to beat me? What if he would have said that? If he'd have just said, hey, man, I ain't losing to no black guy. I ain't losing to no black guy. Would that have been different for you guys? I wonder if that would have been different. It wouldn't have been, because it had nothing to do with what he said. It was in reference to who he said it about. So Devin Haney's initial hate came from saying he will not lose to no white boy. He's not going to lose to Lomachenko. Oh, because that's what the conversation was in reference to. He's not going to lose to him. But that's what y'all needed to act like you hate him for something other than calling out Lomachenko. And then comes Tank. In comes Tank Davis. And in comes Tank. And Tank moves to Devin's weight class and bypasses Devin. And Devin says, bro, you're my Mando. We can fight. And then Tank says, oh, well, you really haven't beat nobody for the title. And then he goes and fights Yuriorkis Gamboa for a vacant title. So Devin says, okay, we can fight after this, man. And everybody's looking like, okay, well, I mean, that's a good fight. I mean, yeah, Tank, man, that's a great fight. I think Tank beats Devin, to include me. I was saying the same thing. Because I hadn't watched Devin. I hadn't watched him. I watched Tank. So because I watched Tank, I was partial to Tank. Yeah, absolutely partial to Tank. I've said it a million times. I believe Tank beats everybody not named this guy and this guy. And at first, Devin wasn't one of those guys that I named that said it can beat him. These are facts. All the receipts are still up. It was only later on until I watched more of this man, until I watched more of Devin fighting, that I'm like, well, damn, that might be a good ass fight, bro. It might not turn out the way I thought in the first place. And then came into all the Tank ducking and avoiding, was like, well, what's he ducking him for? What is he avoiding him for? He must not be able to beat him. And then when I did my research, realized they sparred, and all the people that was there when he sparred was like, Devin whipped his ass. And then next thing you know, it's everybody, Devin's side got paid and Tank's side went home. And then they started making excuses, talking about how they were fat and they just got off a plane and they hadn't been jogging. And, he didn't he only ate 6 Skittles instead of 7. He had 3 sips of water instead of 4. There was only, a milligram of salt in his water, and it wasn't 2 milligrams. If he would have had 2 milligrams, he'd have knocked Devin out. And then Adrian Bruner came out lying, talking about, man, he almost knocked it, boom, and he almost knocked Devin Haney out and blah, blah, blah. And Devin's like, that's cap, bro. Show this post of sparring. And for years, from 2019 until 2024, they did not post a sparring, and they had it. Ellie had it. Ellie's weird-ass nutsack had it. Floyd had it. All these guys had it. But when they was cool with Devin, oh, we're not posting this. When Devin's like, post it. Until they could try to find a way to go at Devin, disrespect Devin, down and degrade Devin, then they post out an edited clipping. Why didn't they just post out? Why didn't you just post the full sparring to start out with? Why did you post an edited minute and 30 edited of just Tank highlights? Why didn't you post the full thing? Because you wanted to set the table. That's all you wanted to do, which is exactly what you did. You could have easily posted it, but you didn't. No, there's the Tank back and forth. Now the Tank fans, now they're mad. Now it's fuck Devin. Now they just don't like Devin. They had no problem with Devin at all. They had no problem. They hate Devin more than they hate Lomachenko. And Loma was shitting on Tank, calling this man out for years, disrespecting, degrading this man for years. But for some strange reason, they're okay with Loma, but they hate Devin. I guess because that black thing, right? Black people, we're easy. We can easily hate our own easy. We can hate each other real fast. Real fast. We can hate each other real quick. Kind of difficult to hate everybody else that's not us, that doesn't look like us, doesn't have the same amount of melanin as us. We can hate everybody else though. I mean, we can hate ourselves real fast. Real fast. All these people out here now shitting on Devin. Devin ain't shit. Devin ain't nobody. Devin ain't this. Devin ain't that. Devin had knockout of the year, but all of a sudden, Devin can't punch. Devin's pillow fisted. Devin is a bum. Devin is this. Devin ain't that. Devin blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. So they're like, well then, isn't that an easy bag for Tank Davis then? Because if Devin can't punch, he can't hurt Tank. That's what's up. So if you can't punch and you can't hurt Tank, then why isn't Tank fighting him? That's an easy bag. It's an easy bag. But Tank fans and Tank himself will keep running around here talking about how, oh man, he can't punch though. Devin can't punch, and Devin's chinny. He's chinny. Devin don't got no chin, and he can't punch. Well, doesn't that make him tailor-made for Tank Davis then? Because this is the conclusion that I had in 2019, 2020, which is, if Devin can't punch and Devin doesn't have a good chin, then isn't this an easy fight for Tank Davis? Doesn't this give him exactly what he said he wanted? It wasn't the strap season. Didn't the man say he wanted to unify the division? Because he did. Well, doesn't beating Devin give him that? Doesn't it? If he beats Devin, wouldn't that have made him the unified WBA and WBC champion? That would have made him unified before Devin was undisputed. He only had one belt. But you made up a whole entire thing, called him an email champion, as if Tank Davis fought for a belt, bro. Gamboa was not the champion at all. That belt was vacant. Yuriorkis Gamboa was not the champion. The real WBA champion, the WBA Super, was Vasyl Lomachenko. The WBA regular title, which is a Mickey Mouse belt, was vacant. The real belt, Lomachenko had. But instead of you guys being mad at Lomachenko for avoiding Devin, you were mad at Devin for calling him out. Instead of you guys being mad at Tank Davis for avoiding Devin, you were mad at Devin for calling him out to fight. You were mad at the guy who was trying to fight Tank versus being mad at Tank for not fighting. Which is the most craziest, delusionalist thing in the world. But see, that happens when you're not a fan of boxing and you're a fan of a person. You don't care that Tank's occupation is boxing. You are a fan of just Tank. You like his braids, his tats, his belly rings, his ankle bracelets. You like these things, bro. These things somehow relate to y'all as if this is like, I don't know, but y'all like this. And because Devin goes against it, then you guys got a problem with it. Now you hate Devin now. Now you want to shit on Devin. You want to degrade Devin. You want to disrespect Devin now. Simply because Devin wanted to fight Tank Davis. And then when Shakur Stevenson got to the weight class, I digress. Let me take a step back. When Teofimo Lopez beat Vasyl Lomachenko, y'all started again to shit on Devin because Teo refused to fight him. Teo himself said that he dropped the belts, that they robbed him of the belts with George Kambosos because they knew that he was going to drop the belts to make it harder for Devin. Nobody else, not Tank, not Loma, nobody else. He was going to drop all the belts to make it harder for one person, Devin. And you guys were okay with that. You were okay with him dropping the belts to make it harder for Devin. Because of the Loma shit and because of the Tank shit. So y'all praised Teo. You praised him. All of his lies, all of his BS, all of his maneuvering around Devin, all of this, you praised it strictly because of the Loma call out and the Tank call out. Yeah, so you can call out Teo, and he really don't want to fight Teo. He really don't want to fight him. He really don't. But he's calling him out, running down on him face to face with the man. Telling him to his face, you ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. Right to his face. Nothing. No, he had no energy, nothing. Nothing. The man lost to George Kambosos. Didn't try to get a get back. And ran to 140. Was offered a rematch and dipped out. Y'all said nothing. Because it was never about that. The only thing that mattered at 35 was Devin. Figuring out a way to down and degrade Devin. People are actually doing videos talking about we need to step on, keep Devin down. They have videos titled that. We need to keep Devin down after the Ryan fight. Nobody wants to talk about how Ryan ducked Devin Haney for years. Avoided him for years. for years. Whole nother video. Whole nother video. But the hate started with him calling for Loma. It got emblazed with him calling for Tank. Emblazed. A little bit of gas got thrown on it for him calling for Teofimo Lopez. And then a whole bucket of gas got thrown on it when he beat Lomachenko. That was it. That was it right there. Oh, hell no. You're supposed to lose so we can shit on you. We can down you and degrade you and disrespect you. You were supposed to lose to this white boy so we can say you lost to a white boy. That's what was supposed to happen. How dare you? I cannot believe Lomachenko was robbed in America as if Devin was a top-ranked fighter. As if any of the judges ever judged against Lomachenko in any fight he's ever fought in. Ever. They never have. None of them, every last one of them, have picked Lomachenko to win in every single fight he's ever fought in. Facts. And those were the judges that were picked to judge this fight. Those judges. Devin had zero say. Top rank picked them. Yeah. Devin wanted to fight before Ramadan. Top rank refused to allow him to fight before Ramadan. They gave Lomachenko favor as if Loma was the champion and Devin was undisputed. Devin had to bow down for Lomachenko and fight after Ramadan. Mess up his sacred spiritualism with Ramadan. He had to mess that up because it was killing him to train without eating while fasting. Facts. Absolute facts. Y'all didn't care at all because it was never about Devin in a fair fight. It was always about Lomachenko becoming undisputed. It had nothing to do with Devin. Nothing. This was all for they tried to cheat Devin. This was the original cheat. They tried to cheat Devin, make the fight immediately after Ramadan. They could have made the fight in July. They could have let Devin observe Ramadan, and then after Ramadan, get himself back right. Gave him the May, June, and then fight in July. They could have gave that man that opportunity. They didn't. There was nothing holding it up. There was nothing stopping that at all. Nothing. It was a top rank event. It was under top rank. They could have gave Devin that opportunity as a champion, as the undisputed champion. They could have gave him that, but they didn't. They tried to rob him. They wanted that man to fight directly after fasting. They gave preferential treatment to Vasyl Lomachenko for absolutely no reason. They could have fought in April. They wanted to fight in May. Immediately, not April, but March. They could have fought in March before Ramadan. They wanted to fight in May immediately after Ramadan. Nobody cared. Because of the Loma call out and then the Tank stuff. And now this is Lomachenko's chance to get undisputed and beat Devin Haney and have a white boy beat the black guy. That's why y'all didn't care. I had the audacity to talk about Devin Haney's trying to duck Lomachenko because Devin asked to fight before Ramadan. Devin beats Lomachenko, and that was the whole truckload of gas that they poured on this. Now all y'all hate the man. Y'all all hate the man now. Now y'all blatantly hate. You don't even know why, but I'm telling you why. Because he called out Lomachenko when nobody was supposed to call out Lomachenko because nobody was calling out Lomachenko. Then he called out Tank Davis when nobody but Loma is supposed to call out Tank. Nobody's supposed to call out Tank. Nobody's supposed to degrade Tank. How dare you down and disrespect Tank Davis? That's my Tank. How you going to disrespect my Tankums? My Tanks. I can't believe you're going to do this. Can't believe it. Who is this guy to disrespect? But y'all had no problem Lomachenko doing it. But see, it's different because he's that white man, so that's fine. But Devin doing it? Oh, shit. Hell no. And then coming back around and beating Lomachenko, beating the guy that you called out, that called out Tank, beating him? Oh, hell no. Now I can't stand him. Y'all have no reason to not like him. None. I'm telling you why you don't. And Shakur Stevenson came to the weight class and just piggybacked off the hate. He came to the weight class and just maneuvered his way right up in there, just squeezed right up in there, got in there nice and comfy. Let me piggyback off. Everybody's hating Dev. Oh, let me get some of this. Let me get some of this, because attention comes with this. So let me get some of this. You literally hate Dev and say that Devin ducked Shakur because he gave him 3 offers that Shakur turned down. He gave him a lowball offer. It's a lowball offer to give this man 25% when no other mandatory for undisputed in the history of boxing got what he got. None. Never, ever. What Shakur got is more than any other undisputed champion in the history of boxing made, or was going to make, or got. But you guys are saying that Devin should have gave more. And because the undisputed champion didn't give more, he ducked. Ultra instinct levels of hate. So the mandatory didn't duck for wanting 50-50. The mandatory didn't duck for wanting more money. He didn't duck when the opportunity was given to him. Devin was giving him an opportunity. Shakur wasn't giving Devin an opportunity. Devin beat Lomachenko. Shakur has done nothing at 35. Absolutely nothing. Devin gave him an opportunity. He gave him that. But you're mad at the person that gave an opportunity and not mad at the person who squandered the opportunity he was given. That's next level hate right there. Next level hate. But it had nothing to do with Shakur. Nothing. That is just an extra cherry on top of the cake. That's an extra layer of film on top of the cake. That's all that is. The cake was Devin calling for Loma. The icing was Devin calling for Tank. There was a strawberry, cherry, some whipped cream put on top of that because Shakur Stevenson wiggled his way in. That's why you guys are talking about Devin needs to fight this guy and Devin needs to fight that guy and Devin got to fight this guy and Devin got to fight that guy. But y'all don't say it about Tank. When it comes to Tank Davis, oh, Tank don't got to do nothing. Tank's a star, man. Tank's exciting. He's knockout. He's knocking bums out, man. He don't got to do nothing, man. Oh, y'all not mad at Canelo, man. Canelo can do it, but Tank can't do it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Or, man, y'all hating on your own. I can't believe it, man. Y'all hating on this young black man, man. I can't believe it. But y'all say nothing when it comes to Dev. Nothing. Y'all hate this man so much that you blatantly seen this man get robbed, cheated, and disrespected by Ryan Garcia. You blatantly seen this man. Everybody in the world saw this man fail a drug test, but you hate Devin so much that you're A-okay. You justify the drugs. It was only a little bit. It was on. How come you guys didn't do this for Jarrell Miller? How come there wasn't the internet doctors that were talking about what? Oh, man, he only had this amount percentage. How come you didn't do this for Canelo Alvarez? Oh, man, Canelo only had, it was only a little bit. It's only an incy-wincy, tiny-whiny bit. It's just a small bit. You only did this for 2 fighters. Alexander Povetkin. When he had drugs in his system, you guys were saying, oh, it was only trace amounts. Until he came back and failed again, and then you guys just didn't say nothing. He still blamed Deontay Wilder. And now this fight with Devin and Ryan, you say, oh, come on, man, it was just a little tiny bit. It's not gonna do anything. No one has justified how it got in the system at all. Whole other conversation. But you're fine to justify all of this. You're absolutely fine because you hate Devin. You hate Devin. That's why y'all running around here talking about, you can say whatever you want, but it's not gonna change what we saw. We saw it. Not gonna change nothing. We saw it. We saw. because you hate him. We saw Froshan Cruz Desert lose to Alex Jimenez. We saw that too. But I don't see you guys talking about, oh, nah, HH Diva, don't matter. No, we saw Jimenez beat you. We saw. Yeah, how come y'all not having that conversation? How come you're not having that conversation? I'll tell you why. Because you hate Devin. Now that I've laid this out, if everything I said is not why you hate Devin, then please tell me, when did you start hating him? BFTB, man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I'll be looking at the comments. I'm out. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, subscribe to my Patreon. And if you feel like supporting me, please support me in the PayPal or the Cash App.